Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. First of all, if you guys are a holder of XRP, this video is going to be very important for you to watch because today I want to discuss with you what is exactly happening and at the same time what to expect so you guys can come to some sort of conclusion and actually make a lot of profit. That's all I'm going to say, because currently the uncertainty building up around the USD, let's just say the US dollar is decreasing in value very quickly, while in the last 24 hours Bitcoin actually rose in value by 2%, and on the daily chart it's very clear to see that ever since we peaked in mid-January for XRP price, we have been in a really strong downtrend. When will we be able to break out of this downtrend? And just to give you perspective, this downtrend was actually retested just about 7 days ago and rejected. The only way this downtrend can be broken is we need to get over the price of $2.25. On the other end, over 60 new wallets holding more than 1,000 Bitcoin have appeared since early March, meaning there is a strong signal of growing whale activity. Experts say buy XRP before Central Bank of Russia makes the announcement, because of after this announcement that they are trying to release their own stablecoin, let's just say crypto is going to do crazy. Why XRP price not moon? And there are 7 reasons which I want to get into details of. XRP eyes 50% breakout versus Bitcoin as technicals mirror 2024 setup, and XRP is turning heads in Asia as well as a lot of money is starting to flow in. Before we get into the details, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with XRP, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button, and especially turn on your notifications so you can get to the video quickly and actually stay up to date with the latest and the greatest news first. While you're there, slap a like on the video, just help the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people. More people are paying attention to what's happening to the XRP market. They decide to buy into it. It starts spiking up and all of us make a lot of profit, so make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Now, first of all, I just want to say happy Easter, everybody. And let's just say with Easter, a little bit of a momentum has actually come into the crypto market, because if you do not know, the last few days have been actually very stable and consolidating constantly. I mean, you can say last 7 days, the whole week has been really slow for the crypto market. But today you can see there is a little bit of spike for XRP, including Bitcoin, as Bitcoin was able to break above 87,000. Currently, Bitcoin is sitting at a position which is going to be very important, because if Bitcoin is able to show a little bit of momentum and actually break over 90,000, let's just say the next leg of the bull market must begin. At the same time, you can see that this rally did not actually break down very easily, because the consolidation was actually above the price of 84,000, which is obviously we know is the critical support and also the critical demand zone. After the critical demand zone was actually held, obviously a lot of whales are going to have a little bit more confidence, and therefore the recovery will begin, and that's exactly what we're experiencing in the last 3 hours. At the same time, if you look at the altcoin season, let's just say finally the altcoins are performing a little bit better. As you can see, that last few weeks it's just been 15, 17, finally it's 20. Let's just say the higher the number, the better the altcoins are performing as compared to Bitcoin. And let's just say Bitcoin is doing well, but at the same time we're actually seeing the altcoins doing explosive gains. While XRP is lacking behind a little bit, there are some reasoning that we need to go through. Now, regulatory uncertainty persists. The SEC lawsuit against Ripple isn't fully resolved, and potential fines or penalties are keeping the investor cautious. That's the reason why the market is still being held down. Market dynamics, the global trade or the warfare, well, let's just say competition from stable coins and altcoins and Bitcoin's dominance is overshadowing XRP's positive news. While tokenomics challenge, XRP's 56 billion circulating supply, Ripple's monthly escrow release create a selling pressure, limiting the price growth, and limited direct utility, while Hidden Road approval focuses on RLUSD, not XRP. So XRP benefits indirectly rather than immediately. And mixed market sentiments, well, let's just say the market sentiments towards XRP are a little bit uncertain. That's the right word to use. And market memory, so many pump then dump have happened. Confidence to hold longer than 5 to 10% gain is low. People only remember doom and bloom days where XRP was 18 cents. And that should give you perspective, because when you don't have trust towards something, obviously you're not going to hold for long term. Soon as you get a little bit of profit, you would like to walk away. That's exactly what's happening with XRP currently. currently. In perceived value, a lot of people have seen XRP at 50 cents. It is difficult for them to buy it above $2. It's just a buyer psychology, and 100% because XRP has been sitting at under 50 cents for a very long period of time. So now seeing it at $2, it just takes a little bit of confidence to be able to purchase it at that price and expect the price to actually do better. On the other end, I want to show you guys this XRP, or let's just say experts say buy XRP before the central bank makes the announcement. Russian central bank reference to Ripple in an official publication. As covered by this, that document includes an explained explanation of Ripple's distribution ledger technology based payment system, outlining its operational mechanism and cross-border transfers. So in an official statement, the Bank of Russia mentioning XRP clearly suggests that maybe when they will be doing something with their own stablecoin, they will have some sort of correlation with the XRP chain, and that could definitely blow out of proportion because the amount of money that can flow through due to a country's economy can be, you know, inside of XRP is kind of crazy. And community concerns over a potential political fallout. Currently, the way the US dollar is performing, there is definitely a lot of uncertainty around the way that Trump is actually running the government. And let's just say it will take a little bit of a push to ensure that it stays in a positive trend. Currently, XRP's open interest is at 1.4 billion, and the long to the short ratio, let's just say it's still in favor of long traders at about 67%. And Bitcoin price on Easter, well, this year we have grown to 84,500, but this can also be seen as just a positive outlook. What I mean by that is a lot of people must have received money on Easter, and let's just say they decided to put it in crypto. And France says US dollar would lose credibility if Trump fired Fed Chairman Powell. Now, the amount of, uncertainty that's building up between these two, White House says President Trump is studying whether his ability to fire Powell. Now, let's just say the reason he's trying to do this is he wants full control, but at the same time, he was the one that appointed the Powell boy in the first place. So I don't know what is happening over here, but at the same time, if Powell does go out, that would have, let's just say, take the entire US credibility quite down, as the French people say. Now, President Trump says he had a nice conversation with China and it's going very good. No statement from China's side. So how do we take this credibility? And Bitcoin is holding 82,069, while the main resistance level is sitting at 95,600. I mean, if we get to 95,600, that already says a very strong pullback. And capital inflow into the crypto market has plunged 70% over the past 2 weeks, falling from 8 billion to 2 billion. Well, even though there is a flow back or pullback, there is definitely a lot of growth happening. And analysts reveal a timeline for XRP at 1,200. Now, do I think that's possible? Well, if there is some sort of burn to reduce the supply, maybe. But with the current supply, it would be nearly impossible because Swift facilitates about 5 trillion in daily financial messaging service, which accounts to about 1.25 quadrillion per year. Now, they're just expecting some sort of, correlationship between Swift and XRP, but that would be a little bit harder to predict. And 81% Bitcoin holders sit on gains, but inflow cool. What's ahead for Bitcoin? Very clearly that if these people are not willing to sell, there is definitely more growth left in it. And XRP consolidation is nearing an end, and here is a significance. Well, let's just say once the end comes to an end, the consolidation comes to an end, there is going to be a very explosive growth from XRP. Other than that, if you are a holder currently, in my opinion, the best thing to do is simply just sit down and relax, because there is definitely more left, as May 22 is going to be XRP spot ETF going live. So the next 2 to 3 months for XRP are going to be very important. And would you want to be on the sideline? I don't know. That's just what I'm going to say. At the same time, this is not financial advice, just my personal opinion. None of anything I said was financial advice. Just make sure you guys do your own research. Other than that, hope you guys do have a great day, and I'll see you soon.